Hello and shalom. I hope this message finds you doing well and, God willing, in good health. We are beginning the month of May that's going to end with the holiday of Shavuot. A journey that began a few weeks ago with the holiday of Passover is going to conclude with the holiday of Shavuot. And as I mentioned earlier, turning to our calendar is a great way of finding direction during these difficult times. Shavuot comes and gives us a great way of thinking, where are we going? Shavuot is based on the central story of Shavuot, which is the story of Ruth. Why was Ruth chosen to be the story of Shavuot? Our rabbis found two central themes, both of which I think are relevant to us. The first is that you never know. Ruth came from the country of Moab, a country and a people that had questionable ties with the people of Israel throughout our history. And yet she is the one that becomes the matriarch, and through her, we will eventually have our Messiah. So you never know. The rabbis say great can become small, and small can become great. And here we are in this time, and we find this little small tiny germ turning our community, turning our society upside down. And roles that we thought were not as important are becoming the most important. And that's just one example of the many ways that you just never know. And perhaps you'll join me in feeling that in this topsy-turvy world, you never know. And yet, there's a second theme of Ruth. And the second theme, the rabbis say, is chesed, is kindness. Even though this world is a place that has no guarantees, one thing that will always be a driving force for success and growth and God's presence is kindness. And kindness is not limited to a type of person. Kindness is not limited to a gender. Kindness is not even limited to a people. That any of us are capable of displaying kindness, and this kindness can turn the world around and bring beauty and bring glory and bring godliness to it. That's what Naomi displayed. That's what Ruth displays. That's what Boaz displays. All the heroes of the story of Ruth display kindness. And perhaps that's why when we receive the Torah, these two themes are so important. In a topsy-turvy world, the Torah gives us direction. At the same time, we don't truly understand the Torah unless we can see within its words and its ways chesed and kindness, and a voice that is kind and telling us to also be kind in our ways. Where then are the places where we teach kindness? Where are the places where we teach a Torah of kindness, a Torah chesed? I believe that at Congregation Beth Am, the places where we teach a Torah chesed are our ECC, our JLC, and our Sabra program. I'm not sure you're aware, but beginning at 6 weeks old, a child begins a Jewish journey in our community that goes to 12th grade, and we provide educational opportunities for them. And these students from both ends throughout the spectrum have been impacted by this coronavirus. They have now been waking up on Sunday mornings so they can open up their screens and do tefillah and sing out loud the Shema to a room where it's just their voice. Similarly, we've got parents bringing their toddlers who can't even walk to a computer screen on Friday mornings at 10 o'clock so that they can join in the experience of bringing Shabbat into their homes. Share this with you because over the next week or two, as we go into this month, all of our schools, our JLC and our Sabra, from kindergarten to 12th grade, those years will be ending. And then as we head into June, our preschool will be ending too. And I just want to take a moment and give thanks and appreciation for these heroes who are carrying out the tradition of Ruth by making sure that this Torah Chesed continues. And maybe also, as we think about the families and these students, totaling over 450 children, let's give thanks to them for reminding us that in this topsy-turvy world, kindness still exists, and we can continue to build a foundation of it. And if you are one of those families, may I bless you that you will be like Naomi, who was brave, and as a result of her choices, she continued the people of Israel. May you also be like Ruth. For Ruth, it wasn't enough just to go with Naomi to Moab, but she returned to Israel. She continued her journey, and she built a foundation so that generations after her, King David would happen, and then eventually will be the Messiah. In many ways, when Ruth says, "Whither thou goest, I will go," I say to you, and we say to you, "Whither thou goest, we will go." As students, you are our future. Whither thou lodgest, we will lodge. Wherever you will be, that is going to be our Jewish future. And most importantly, Ruth says, "Your people are my people." With you carries the future of the Jewish people. May you go in strength, and may you continue next year and the year after that and the year after that, your Jewish journey, and continue to be an inspiration for all of us. Have a great week.